a laugh from the mouths of the young men in the Deadwood Saloon, South Dakota afternoon. And the old ones by the door, with their heads on their chests, told lies about whiskey on a woman's breath. Yes, and some tell the story of young Mickey Free lost his eye to a buck deer in the Tongue River Valley. Oh, and some tell the story of California Joe, who sent word through the Black Hills there was a mountain of gold. And the gold.
A little bit of chicken and waffle action? Sure. There we go. I recommend some hot sauce and honey with it. I've got a little bit of chicken and waffles made with Indian Creek Farms chicken, and then a Hawthorne Valley's Bloody Butcher cornmeal waffle. Going to be served up with a little bit of Lazy J's roll honey and some Tabasco. I've got a little bit of pork rillettes. The pork came from Braybanks Farms, Jennings Braybanks, and then the baguettes came from My Little Hen Bakery. And then right here I've got Mountain Mama organic cranberry beans. I made a little bit of pinto bean and cornbread soup shots. That is a pork rillette. It's slow roasted or braised pork belly and pork butt. A bunch of flavors, and then what you do is you drain the liquid off, compress it, and basically shred it, and then dump the liquid back on it, and all the fat congeals and seals it. Just lets some flavors sit and marry up.
I'm Jeff Krause. I am chef and co-owner of Time Bistro in Weston. And today we've prepared a sweet corn bisque topped with a crostini with fennel and bacon, and a rabbit hand pie with rabbit demi.
That looks delicious. Thank you very much.
All right, man.
How you doing?
So, rabbit hand pies.
Yep, and sweet corn bisque with a bacon and fennel crostini.
You're getting ready to make up some food. This is going to be some smoked chicken from Stemple Brothers Farms, and we're going to do that with some grilled eggplant and a little tomato and fresh herb mayonnaise.
What's your name?
My name's Michael Dethorn.
And where are you from?
I'm actually a wine consultant with Country Vintner. I've been in the hospitality business as a chef and food and beverage professional for over 20 years.
Gotcha.
So down here to support the farmers market and have a great time with these wonderful chefs. Really looking forward to it. I brought the majority of my produce is from the David L. Lawrence Convention Center, their rooftop urban garden up in Pittsburgh, PA. So really excited.
My name is Tim Urbanek, and my wife Melody and I are the owners and proprietors of Cafe Semino Country Inn in Sutton, West Virginia. We are serving eggplant involtini, which is a southern Italian dish from Calabria, Italy, and it consists of eggplant and ricotta cheese. All the ingredients in this dish are from Calhoun County, which is about 30 miles from here, and I have a farm there.
Okay, thank you. Make good use of that.
Italian candy, which is just extra treat. But this is the feature, and this is what we're so proud of, and this is what we do at Cafe Semino. Farm to table.
Okay, thank you. Make good use of that. They would like to interview you.
Hi, how are
Hi,
you?
Pam.
How are you?
Fine. Your name's?
Pamela De Laude.
What do you have?
This is a Bavarian Cape Verde food with a Jacome pistachio cake and chocolate decoration and a glaze the capyberries. It's coming from Bridgeport Farm in Fairmont. Richard Ford peaches, Napoleon with raspberry. We have also amaretto whipping cream and pastry cream.
I mean, I've done it twice, but never.
Nice. Very good. What's your name again?
Pamela de Laude.
Hi, my name is Cody Thrasher of Cody's Restaurant and Hash Browns and New Grounds Food Truck. We're getting ready to do the Market Farmers Dinner Table, and the market's really big for the food truck and for the restaurant. We get a lot of our produce from there, a lot of our meats from there. For the actual dinner, what we're going to do is 3 different items. The first is going to be a cantaloupe gazpacho with beet powder, star anise dust, and lime zest. We're also going to do a Korean barbecue skewer with our house Korean barbecue sauce, a little sesame aioli, black and white sesame seeds, and spring onions. And our third item is going to be a Japanese braised pork belly with sweet pickled onions on a steam bun with a little more of the sesame aioli.
Thanks for offering us the opportunity to get together for this event. This is the first time the Farmers Market has done an event like this. As most of you are aware, they generally do this type of dinner at the conference center in the past. So again, thank you all for letting us get together like this for our first annual Wild and Wonderful Table event. I had some of our students come out and help us this evening. Some of those students, a couple of those students were just elected last week to be on our culinary team. We compete every year, so a couple of those guys back there.
Go ahead, you slice it. Why don't you slice it? She sounds a little bit like Gillian Welch, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I'll say.
Very good.
It's a duck terrine with pistachios and dried apricots and just dried fruit, pretty much, right? Is it cherries in it?
Cherries and apricots.
Good.
Yep. Maybe not quite that much. That's a little better. Nice and straight. Take your time. Beautiful. Let it set there. And put another one right on top of it. There we go.
Perfect.
Then we're going to serve that with a little bit of the pear and fennel salad. And this is a sauce made with lingonberries. These beautiful berries.
They are.
From In a Jam, one of our vendors. Andrea Duke, one of our vendors at the Bridgeport Farmers Market. Are they just not gorgeous or what?
They are. Beautiful.
And of course, she froze them a few weeks ago for me, 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's kind of the last of the season. I caught her just in time. She froze them.
All right.
They held up well for frozen, if you ask me.
Oh, they look just picked.
It's a blackberry chambord sauce. It's got some orange zest in it, some triple sec, and chambord, of course.
God, and right here.
And the babas are filled with rum and simple syrup. Yeah. A little bit of a candied orange zest garnish on it, and we have a lavender vanilla glace going on it, or a vanilla ice cream with lavender. Me there, please. Maybe we can bring the ice cream up here a little bit on top. We're going to have it on top. Yeah.
So I hope everybody's enjoyed the evening. We've had some great input, obviously. Jeff Krause came from Time Bistro over there. I don't think I really need to introduce, but that ham pie was pretty awesome, dude. Thank you. Also, Joe, the conference center, of course, who's always collaborated with us over the years, and Pam Stevens with Mia, who I must pat myself on the back briefly. She's one of our graduates from Pierpont. Then, of course, we've got Cody, tremendously successful, Cody Thrasher, and Annalise back there helping him out. And I certainly need to mention Justin's help with the conference center as well. And Michael, I'm still not sure. I've heard D-Thorn, Die-Thorn. Thank you. Straight from the horse's mouth. Now I know.
I've spoken to him over the phone many times, but that's the first time I've met him. And you know, that's one of the most awesome things about these type of events. And it's really been why I've been a chef, one of the biggest reasons why I've been a chef for as many years as I have been, because of these type of opportunities to get out and meet the folks that do the same thing you do, but you don't get too many opportunities to get out to meet them. So it gives us a chance to meet these folks and learn from them.
As the summer breezes blow through the meadow, I'll go past the mill.
I was talking about a future fundraising event for the Bridgeport Farmers Market. We were sitting on this deck and we were like, this space is so beautiful. We have to do something here. And so it really started rolling from there. So I thought immediately that I wanted to contact as many chefs as I could in the state and just have every chef do one dish. And my original vision was just like a big long table with a bunch of family style dishes that were just like everybody kind of, you know, scoop a spoon in and you know, fill your plate. And I mean, please give a round to these chefs. Everything they've created is so beyond anything I could have imagined. They took it and they ran with it. I want to bring up Anthony Magestro really fast because this is his house. I want him to talk a bit about the property and Sutton in general.
You know, this town is very special to me. Back in 2008, I had spent several evenings and nights at Cafe Semino. And one day, my daughter and I were doing a pasta class, hosted by Chef Tim, who's back there somewhere. And I walked down the street and saw this house for sale. The house is known as the Kelly House. It was built probably back in the late 1800s, and it was a boarding house originally. This is one of the most amazing parties I've ever been to, let alone ever hosted. And you know, to me, this idea of all these awesome chefs and all these great people and food and drinks, and I mean, it's a great time. I thank you all for letting me do this.
This event to me is more than just a fundraiser for a farmer's market, and thinking about the history of this house and the history of this place and the history of this state is really vitally important to the gatherings like this and to farmers markets in West Virginia. We know places of great history. We know chefs that make incredible food. We know farmers that grow food, We know musicians that create music. We know artists that create art everywhere. I mean, this house is a work of art to me, historically, and also using the interior decorating. And this event to me, I was hoping it would be a work of art as well. Think about, you know, the decoration of this space where we are right now. Quinn Edgell, thank you. A big round of applause for Quinn Edgell. She perceived of and put together all of the pieces of the decor of this event. That's her baby. And then you look at your centerpieces, the flowers. That is Rising Moon Farm. Chris Hope, Al Tuttle. They're vendors at the Bridgeport Farmers Market. I mean, your food. I mean, chefs to me are artists, and your food is comprised of so many different vendors in this state. And we are in the geographical center of West Virginia. Like, we are in the heart of the state right now. And that was not lost on me when choosing this place. I know it seems weird. I know it seems out of the way. But to me, that is exactly why it's where we should be right now. So that is the kind of overarching vision of a wild and wonderful table for me. It is a fundraiser for the Bridgeport Farmers Market. I'm going to turn you over to Kent Spellman, who is the president of the board for the Bridgeport Farmers Market, to talk about our organization a little bit. And thank you again for coming.
You all look so beautiful. You really do. It's a great scene. It's a lovely picture that you create here tonight. So thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting the Bridgeport Farmers Market. It's been a wonderful evening. Athena's going to do a lot more thank yous because we have so many people to thank. But I do want to particularly rise up in front of you what Athena has done. And the vision that she had. I can tell you that some of us on the Farmers Market board, when she put this in front of us, were like, yeah, you think? She's right. She had the vision and she turned this into something really remarkable with the help from so many people. So I am the president of the Bridgeport Farmers Market Board of Directors, but boy, is that a bunch of BS. I got to let you know that we know who really has driven the Bridgeport Farmers Market over all these years, and it was really great earlier this week to see that the Workman family, or the work people as we like to refer to them, were recognized in Charleston with a Governor's Service Award for their work in bringing the Bridgeport Farmers Market to what it is today. So would you all join me in recognizing what they have done?
Well, the old one scratched a laugh from the mouth of the young man in the Deadwood Saloon, South Dakota afternoon. And the old ones by the door with their heads on their chests told lies about whiskey on a woman's breath. Yes, and some tell the story of young Mickey Free lost his eye to a buck deer in the Tongue River Valley. Oh, and some tell the story of California Joe, who sent word through the Black Hills there was a mountain of gold. And the gold she lay from the mouth of the young man in the Deadwood Saloon, South Dakota afternoon. And the old ones by the door with their heads on their chests told lies about whiskey on a woman's breath. Yes, and some tell the story of young Mickey Free lost his eye to a buck deer in the Tongue River Valley.